For us, Rocket 5 is about sustainability. We're not looking to, get rich or be super famous. We just want to make the games that we want to make.
Toronto is this amazing independent game community. A lot of our friends make games too. And Tim works out of a collaborative workspace called Gamma Space.
So Gamma Space is a place where I come to work to help me stay active in the community. So working from home, I don't get a lot of other interactions outside of like Kathy and our dog Rocket. And we've also been introduced to a lot of cool people that have helped us on projects, programmers and artists and things like that.
Hi, I'm Henry Faber, and I'm the co-founder of Gamma Space Collaborative Studios. So part of what I do here is mentor independent game makers, whether it be helping publish a game or figuring out how to complete a project on their own time, and hopefully keeping their creative fires going, or maybe even finding a way to make some money.
Everybody's really kind of open to helping everybody succeed. We're kind of all, we're friends. I mean, on the market, I guess our games are maybe competing with each other, but in real life, that's not a problem. We don't have trade secrets that we're holding back the way a big studio might. And I think a lot of people kind of share that feeling.
It's incredible to see how far everything progresses, how far people are progressing, that you can learn from your peers here.
It's great news.
It's 2 players still?
It's four technically, but I've only got 2 controllers. It's basically 4 people playing a board game.
I think that if you're a smart indie game developer, you realize that making these things is really hard. Making games is really difficult. Something we really promote here is this sort of active collaboration, even if it's not in an official capacity. People here will lean across the desk and help you out, or talk about ideas, or hey, I applied for funding here, or hey, I published this on Steam, or hey, I did a problem with this.
I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why we're indies, because we want to share, we want to communicate, we want to show people what we're doing and help people along.
An example of that is yesterday I sent out a message on Facebook. Should Kitty ride a skateboard on 2 legs or 4? Within an hour, I have 28 people responding. The consensus was on 4 legs.
I just come down with my MacBook and I can use Unity and Maya right at my desk. So it's a pretty seamless kind of process for me to come down here and work. VR is big here. Henry, who runs Gamma Space, is working with other developers specifically on some super cool VR content.
There's a lot of emphasis, for example, of VR technology, for example, coming. And I think it's really important to know that we have an opportunity now as creators in spaces like this to help define what the content is going to be moving forward. And it doesn't have to be just AAA studios, bringing the next big AAA franchise to VR and solving the problems of first-person shooters or things like that. That's kind of boring. It's already going to get done regardless. They have the resources to do that. What's really interesting is how are you going to capture the broader public, everyone else? How are you going to do that? And it's by supporting spaces like this and giving them the resources they need to actually produce content so that it's out there on all the platforms and all the marketplaces, so that there's a huge range of things. That's what's going to attract and push things further for VR.
The thing that's really interesting about the types of games that they make in these kind of communities is the variety that's happening here, the diversity. And diversity is a big name, a big word for us. Diversity is really, really important. Because the more people that make games, the more experiences are going to be reflected, and the better the games are going to be.
Yeah, I think in a way, yeah, it has become, like a family, like an extended part of our studio and our friend network. And I mean, I can definitely say that, some of these people are actually our friends.